Renzo gang, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? This is not a reaction video. I just want to make this video right here, Renzo gang, because Friday, December the 12th, I went to my first ever NXT show, and it was a house show, and it was amazing. Renzo gang, let me tell y'all something. If you're a wrestling fan, NXT is definitely a show that you definitely want to go to. NXT is definitely something you've got to go to. I don't care if it's a house show or a PLE, you've got to go. A lot of those superstars I've never seen a day in my life. I got to finally see the superstars I wanted to see in NXT. I got to see Ricky Saints. I got to see Mariah May. I got to see Mariah May. For those of you that don't know, she was in AEW, Mariah May. And now she's going by Blake Monroe. She's the NXT North American Women's Champion. I got to see Jordan Grace. She's everyone knows her from TNA Professional Wrestling. I got to see my wife, my beautiful Jaida Parker. Oh my God. Jaida Parker. I got to see Jaida Parker. I love Jaida Parker. Jaida Parker. I love you, Jaida Parker. I love you, Jaida Parker. I got to see the homie Trick Williams. I got to see the homie Trick Williams. I got to see the North American champion, All Ego Ethan Page. I got to see Fatal Influence. I got to see JC Jane. I got to see, 3 championship matches. I got to see Dark State, Hank and Tank. Oh, NXT was so amazing. I loved it. NXT is, inside of WWE, NXT is the best, in my opinion, it's the best brand in the WWE. I'm not gonna lie, I went through a lot trying to get to that show. Like, it was so much going on. I went through a lot trying to get to that show, and I thank God I was able to go to the show. It was so much going on, but I was so happy to finally go. I got to see, not only did I get to go, but one of my coworkers, like me and my coworker, I think me and my coworker, he's definitely probably, me and him probably like the biggest wrestling fans here in our city in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And NXT was in Greensboro, so we took that drive. And then I seen one of my brothers, my best friends from college, he went. And we're all great wrestling fans. Like, we're all wrestling fans. And honestly, this was amazing for me because I've never went to more than one show a year. This is the first time I ever went to not one, but two, but 3 shows within a year, and I I was happy. Like, I was happy to go to just 3 shows because the first show I went to this year, it was almost impossible for me to go because that was in Charlotte, and you know that Charlotte traffic is crazy. I went to Monday Night Raw. Then last month, literally on the 12th of November, I went to AEW Blood and Guts when they came to North Carolina. And that was my first time ever seeing a cage match and any type of non-wrestling type of match. Like, that was insane. I enjoyed Blood and Guts. And then I went to NXT literally Friday night. But let me tell you something. I lost my mind when Jaida Parker came out there. Jaida Parker, I need you to listen to this. I'm probably like your biggest fan right now, Jaida Parker. I was so glad to finally see you in person. You did your thing. I love you, Jaida Parker. Like, I cannot wait to see you take over wrestling. I cannot wait to see you take over the WWE. I cannot wait to see you be on top, get every single championship that you can get because you are definitely working. You are working, Jaida Parker. I love you. I hope you see. I hope you see this YouTube video. I love you. It's your boy Brian Renzo Vids YouTube channel. I hope you subscribe to my channel one day and just I love you, Jaida. Like, I'm not gonna be one of those creepy fans, that's obsessed. Trust me, I'm not. But at the same time, just know that I love you. You're definitely one of my favorite women. Like, you have that fire, not only on the mic but in the ring. Like your personality is amazing, like your athletic skills, like, and not to mention, I mean, you're very beautiful. Good God, what more can I say? Like, you're definitely one of a kind, and I was so happy I finally got to meet my biggest wrestling crush of all time. And I say this, and I'm putting you over Trish Stratus, Lita, Tori Wilson, those women, and Jada Parker. That's how you know how much I love you, Jada Parker. So I need you to see this and share it, because I was definitely there when you competed. But I do want to just say that if you're a wrestling fan and you love to actually see, entertainment and wrestling, NXT is definitely one of those shows you definitely want to go to. NXT, it just has so much potential to it. NXT, it's very hard to just. I'm gonna just talk about NXT for a little bit, but my first ever NXT experience, it was amazing, and that was my first ever house show, and I was able to just finally see everything. I was able to see everything up close and personal. Like, it was amazing. It was just so. I don't care what nobody say. Even if you're not a fan of wrestling, go to a wrestling show just one time. I promise you, I've never seen no one go to a wrestling show and they didn't enjoy themselves. Cause I'm gonna enjoy myself. I don't care what you say. Like, I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm a wrestling fan. I mean, that's what I love. I'm always gonna, especially when the opportunity presents itself, I'm gonna go as much wrestling events as I can go to until the day that I die. But on my bucket list, I've never been to a PLE, but WrestleMania is definitely the number one on my bucket list. WrestleMania is the number one on my bucket list. I'm a little upset that y'all going back to Vegas, because I was expecting y'all to come to New Orleans. Excuse me, Renzo gang. I was expecting y'all to come to New Orleans, because me and my homeboy Arsenio, we were gonna go to that. We were gonna either fly or drive down there. Like, we were gonna go. And the fact that y'all are going back to Vegas, WrestleMania 42 and then 43, y'all going to Saudi Arabia. I don't know how to feel about that just yet, but that's neither that's here or there. I'm just glad I got to go to my first ever NXT show. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it was a little messed up and it was frustrating saving up to get a ticket to go. Because not only was the show announced literally 2 days after Blood and Guts, it was so last minute. It was so much stuff that was going on. But a whole lot of people didn't buy tickets, so I was able to get a good seat to where I can see everything. Yeah, no. I got to see my baby Jada Parker. I got to see Ren Sinclair. I got to see Kendall Gray. Even though I don't watch Evolve, I think I need to start watching Evolve. They had a tag team match against Fatal Influences of Fallon Henley. Fallon Henley is fine too, and I forgot the other girl's name. Tatum Paxley. She was there. I got to see Tatum Paxley. She competed against the NXT Women's Champion JC Jane, and I just want to say, I'm glad that y'all made JC Jane a star. She deserved it. Like, after the whole Toxic Attraction thing, she definitely deserves to be a star. JC Jane, I'm glad that and then not to mention, she was TNA Knockout Women's Champion while she was NXT Women's Champion. Like, man, JC Jane is a star. She's definitely gonna go places. Oh yeah, I got to see Lexus King, aka Brian Pillman Jr., and I got to see the Speed champion Jasper Troy. He's the season 1 winner of LFG, and I got to see the season 2 winner Shiloh Hill. He was pretty good. I did like Shiloh Hill. He's very entertaining, but I did like Ricky Saints. I got to see Dark State compete. That boy Saquon Sugars is hilarious. I like Saquon Sugars. Hank and Tank. That was they're very entertaining. I like Hank and Tank. I got to see Trick Williams face Brooks Jensen, even though I'm no offense, I don't care for Brooks Jensen, but I was glad to see Trick Williams. I was glad to see Trick Williams. He did his thing. Miles Bourne, he competed in the main event against Ethan Page for the North American Championship, and I was glad to see Ethan Page. Ethan Page, I'm glad they're actually doing something with him when he came to the company, and I hope that they continue, having him a dominant, championship reign. And honestly, I feel like he needs to become a 2-time NXT champion, because I feel like he didn't really get to do much in his NXT Championship title run, even though he did get that belt like within like 3 weeks of him joining the company. I was, shocked about that, and he became a star. And it was so amazing to see him. I wanted to see Javon Evans because he's from Greensboro, North Carolina, but unfortunately he was in DC because he was getting ready to be in a tag team match with the NXT X Division. I mean, not NXT, the TNA X Division champion Leon Slater from TNA against the World Tag Team Champions AJ Styles and Dragon Lee at Saturday Night's Main Event for John Cena's retirement match. And I was able to. Unfortunately, I haven't got to see him, and I wanted to see the NXT champion Obafemi. I didn't get to see Obafemi. I will see Obafemi one day. One day I will get to see Obafemi because he was also in DC facing against Cody Rhodes for it was just in a match. And NXT has produced the best superstars. They're NXT is one of the best places to be. Me personally, if I was ever to want to get into wrestling, I would want to go. Of course, I definitely want to do the indies. Start over there. Build myself up, and then if I was ever blessed and fortunate enough to come to WWE, I want to go to NXT. Personally, I would love to go to NXT instead of going up to the main roster. Just depending on how big of a superstar or a wrestler that I am coming over to. Because people don't understand, WWE is a lot more, is levels to it when it comes to WWE, and you have the indies and AEW and TNA, so it's a lot different. It's a different ball game. And to be honest with you, WWE is definitely a big, it's definitely big time over there. I don't care if you are in NXT, it's big time over there. And I'm just very happy that I got to go to my first ever NXT show, even though it was a house show. I don't care if it was a house show. I got to see the superstars that I wanted to see, even though it was a couple of them that I didn't get to see that I wanted to see. But I got to see the main ones that I wanted to see, like Jaida Parker, Trick Williams, Ricky Saints, Fatal Influence. I got to see Ethan Page. So I was happy with the card that I got. I was happy with the card that we got, especially. And I was really going to be upset if I didn't get to go because Jaida Parker was there. I was really going to be upset. I had to go see Jaida Parker. I needed to see Jaida Parker. Like, hopefully I get lucky enough to be that fan to actually marry one of those women. I hope it's you, Jaida. How Randy Orton's wife, she was a fan, but she married Randy Orton. I hope I get blessed enough to be that guy because Jaida Parker, you definitely are something special in that ring. I love you, Jaida Parker, and I know one thing. My homeboy Arsenio don't stop saying he love you. We really gonna fight. But anyway, enough of all that. I just want to say I'm just very thankful that I went to NXT. I don't care if it was a house show, if it was just a regular show, or if it was a PLE. I'm just glad that I was able to go to it. I was able to say I went to an NXT show. I was happy, and I'm just very fortunate enough that I was able to go, especially with everything I had going on. Like I was very distraught that day when I got home from work. I was ready to go to the show. I had a rough day at work, and then prior to that, it's been so much going on, y'all. That's why I barely, been on here. I've been trying to do so much overtime because I got a lot of vacation that I'm working for next year. I got a cruise I'm going on next year and a beach trip I'm going on next year, and I was doing a lot of overtime, so that's why I barely been doing videos. I gotta save up. I gotta go on these vacations. I work so much, and I just want to be able to enjoy my life. I'm still young, and I'm and wrestling is one of those. Wrestling is one of those what I would call my therapy session. Like it just helps me. It just helps me relax and calm down. Just forget about everything that's going on in the world right now. Because unfortunately, I'm at the point where I'm just going to officially probably retire from martial arts because I haven't been there in a while, and it's been so much me trying to get back into there. So I'm probably going to. I'm still giving it some thought, but I'm probably going to end up retiring from martial arts. And I don't want to, but it's something that it's got to be done because it's just been so much for me trying to get back into it. But that's another video for another day. I just want to just say I'm glad to be finally say that I went to an NXT show, and it didn't disappoint. I was glad, and I would have really, really been distraught and hurt and upset if I didn't go. But it's probably gonna be my last show for a while. Like I said, I have vacations that I'm going. Like I have two vacations, two that I'm going on next year: the cruise and the beach trip, which that's coming quicker than the cruise. That's coming in June. So I definitely gotta lock in. But I'm still gonna be here doing my YouTube videos as usual, Renzo Gang. Like don't worry. I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of overtime and doing a lot of work, and so I'm still gonna be doing my YouTube videos. Don't get it twisted. It's almost been a year since I've been doing YouTube, so let's not get that twisted. But Renzo Gang, I want to say I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Keep supporting me. Just keep watching my videos. Like we here, Renzo Gang. Like I love y'all, and I thank y'all, and I thank God for y'all. Peace, Renzo Gang.